Good morning, Princess, and welcome, members of the court. I just got out of the pool, and maybe you can figure out what I just did. But it is freezing, oh my God, and it's windy. I was gonna go marathon the water slide a little bit, but it's way too cold. Maybe later in the afternoon, but we are heading north, so I don't think it's really gonna get much better. It is, however, a beautiful day still. I guess it will be a dry day from here on in, although I think I'm gonna go and take a final plunge in the hot pools in the thermal suite, then begin the day. I have a few extra minutes. The pool opened early, so I was able to get that done a little bit ahead of schedule. Don't read too much into that. All right, well, gonna go to the forward elevators, head up, and get wet again. I know, a terrible plan. Even though I'm freezing now, I'm gonna get even more wet. I did not notice this the other day, but apparently the zone is this sculpture garden. I didn't really look. So yeah, this is the zone. And next up, where all the seats are, is La Terrazza. All right, that makes sense. The terrace, sit on the couch. Why not Lanai? Right, Prima, Italian. I get it. Much more enjoyable at sea. Perfect timing. I had the pool all to myself. It is nice and warm and, dare I say, refreshing. Yeah, it's weird when refreshing goes heat. All right, I do like the little waterfalls they have. That's actually kind of cool. You're not supposed to walk here, by the way. It's just a fancy ledge. So I'm just gonna, sit here for a few minutes and warm up. Then I will, I don't know. It's not lunchtime yet. I missed trivia. I think I'm just gonna, do nothing. Oh, you know what? There are a couple things on the schedule that I've never done before. Who knows? I just realized this pool, I'm wondering if it's a specific throwback into Norwegian history. An indoor pool like they had on SS Norway, which we could never use because the seas were always so rough. We would go down there like every day. Of course, I was like maybe 10, had to swim in it. But yeah, it was just sloshing up all around everywhere, and disappointments in life. Nice, refreshing, and warming dip in the thermal pool. One thing I wanted to do today is take you on a tour of all of my favorite napping spots here aboard Norwegian Prima, a ship that has plenty. And for number one, we have to head into the Madara Spa and Salon. Madara? Madara. I should know that. All right, this is not specifically for NCL, but I have a message. I presume that's what the red blinking light means. Actually, no, it says messages right there. But I don't know how to get them. I think I did this once, but I don't know how I did it. There is no messages button, which would be a little envelope, I think. The little recording, you record stuff. The little person, I think, is a directory. Then there's settings, hang up. That's it. This is not Norwegian. This is every office phone, I've ever experienced. I'll just have to be taunted by the message light until I read the manual for the phone. We're starting, guess where? Hallelujah, the Mexican chocolate cake is back because I missed it last week. There's also coconut cheesecake. Oh my God, why do you do this to me on the last day? It's green. After 12 days, I guess I should know that they don't open until noon, which is fine because it gives us a chance to catch up on a couple things. Last night, as I was resting, enjoying I'm not gonna say that. Well, I was gonna say enjoying an evening in bed, but I don't want anyone to think anything. All right, I was watching some of the lectures, and again, another example of why you should never trust an academic unless you know you're smarter than them. Again, not a very high bar. I was watching a talk about the Caribbean islands, and one of the sections was going over the poverty and corruption, and the whole series of slides was framed around colonialization. The colonial period, the colonial powers, as the reason for the chronic, poverty and corruption. Not once did the lecturer mention the actual reason for the chronic poverty and corruption of the islands, and that is socialism. Socialism, leftism, yeah, that's the problem. Like Cuba, DR, all these places, that's the reason. So it would be nice if it was mentioned, but again, these academic types, they're probably sympathetic to that, which is another reason why you really shouldn't trust them. Huge props to Norwegian for actually practicing something sustainable. They are reusing bottles for the drink of the day. Remember folks, it's reduce, reuse, recycle. And we all know that recycling is total bullshit. I just noticed they also have a tres leches cake. What are you trying to do to me? It's finally noon, and we are starting off with a pulp art, the Wednesday drink of the day. I will be taking it easy today since I have to fly. It is Flor de Caña 4-year Norwegian Cruise Line sustainable rum, pepper top cordial, Campari, lemon, and orange juice. And Team Prima still really wants you hydrated. They are open and serving. Fortunately, I have time for a nice leisurely lunch on this last day. The next event is the Trivia Gasm. Wait, what? Oh, Trivia Ganza. Anyway, that we will be going to. After that, I am going to go and get the day pass for the Galaxy Pavilion, and I got that right on the first try. From the Latin Quarter, this is the mushroom tostada. It brings shiitake, huitlachocha, goat cheese, cilantro, and pickled onion. That was so good. I'd say I wish I had ordered it earlier, but I could say that about anything. Oh, another thing, just want to let you know, don't plan anything for the last day of a cruise. I plan to go to the Galaxy Pavilion today, but I wish I'd done that before, because now that it's last day, I wish I had a little more flexibility in my schedule. It's not a problem. It's only 50 bucks, and you can go in and out and play games when I feel like it. But now, yeah, I wish I had left the last day for just whatever, especially on a long sailing like this. That's the thing. On 7 days, maybe you got a plan for every day, but on something like this, I could have done that earlier and could have done it yesterday, actually, with nobody on the ship, or they weren't open. Maybe that's why I didn't. Either way, just let you know, don't plan anything. Do things, absolutely, but just don't plan anything on the last day. Here we have the German Spätzle. It is an herb mac and cheese. Another curious thing, not that it matters, in the beginning of the cruise, here in Indulge, the silverware setups were delivered in plastic bags, branded Indulge plastic bags, and then on day 4, maybe 5, they switched to these paper bags. I think the paper's better. Maybe the plastic was just for, I don't know, the bigwigs, the travel agents, that kind of thing. But they're hosting agents in Galveston. Oh, maybe they'll break, oh, yeah, maybe the agents get the fancy bags and us passengers get the plain white bag. Third, but not final round, is sausage. It is a jalapeno and cheese smoked sausage with coleslaw, chunky potato, and pickles. And don't get your hopes up, I was using the royal we. The Spätzle was just really good, and the jalapeno cheese sausage, I don't know how they do it. Well, I know how they do it. Yes, I just don't know how they do it here. I know how they do it here, I just don't know how they're able to go under the penny-pinching radar of headquarters. I'm done. Not gonna shout it because that would be weird. This is the Mexican chocolate cake, and of course, vanilla ice cream. That was delicious. Mimno pacona. That was hot. Oh, all right, just give me a minute. I just finished Simon's Trivia Ganza. I could have done a lot better. I don't think I would have won, but I should have been able to spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, especially considering I almost did it at karaoke. Trivia over, let's go check out the best biceps contest by the pool for science, right? Turns out it's the Ms. Bicep competition. So let's check out the mid-afternoon snack spread in the Surfside Grill. Okay, they do rotate every day, I have noticed that. Especially okay, I'm not gonna go there. Yes, I did make the incredibly sexist assumption that the bicep competition would be featuring gentlemen, but I am happy to see actual, strong, confident women happy to objectify themselves for a cruise line t-shirt. I did it. That's enough fun for me, just the one game. $8, that's totally fine. There's a lot of people in there, so it's crowded, which means lines. Next time, we'll come much, much earlier in the cruise. Like day 2, that would be the perfect day to do this. But I'm good, I'm good. I did it was fun. Now it's off to, I don't know, now I have to look at the schedule. In another example of there's really no excuse, you have to book an airport transfer at least 5 days before the end of the cruise. Okay, there's no reason for this, believe me. I've done enough logistics to know that basically all they need to do is send a manifest the night before and the transportation provider will take care of it. Okay, so Norwegian, huge fail on that part, but it's actually totally fine. A lift, honestly, isn't that bad, and that means I can leave whenever I want, which is actually kind of important. I forgot, I need to show you the napping spots. I have been doing things that I've wanted to do, which is kind of a conundrum for me. Really, in no particular order. First is your balcony. It depends on the day. Today might not be so great because, well, at least my balcony is in direct sunlight. But if you rearrange the chairs just like so, it's a pretty terrific place to just doze off. I promise I will rearrange them. Apparently my steward just did that. There's always the bed, but I do like to reserve the bed for important things, like sleeping. I do have a couch, and propping my feet up on the end, not that comfortable. Oh, but you know what? I never actually tried it with the ottoman. For clarity, napping and sleeping are different. Very different. Here we have my deck chair. Yes, lots of enjoyable REM achieved here with a beautiful view right by the edge. And, well, I can see exactly where we are going. And on this cruise, yes, this was available every day. The day beds by Indulge with the right pillows, surprisingly comfortable. And don't worry, this is actually, if you can see it, that's soot from the stacks. Something you'd think they would have figured out by now. This daybed by Soleil Bar, but there's only 2 of them. Gotta get there early. The literal beds by the Local. I never got to try these because they are so popular, they are always taken. And they just got the LEDs working yesterday, so I'll have to maybe try these when I get back. It is freezing right now, and unfortunately, last day, no time for napping. Of course, the GoPro lost the audio again. Heading into observation lounge for these chays. I think there's only 4 of them, but they have a wonderful view of the sea. Well, you gotta be waiting for it. Anyway, Norwegian does have pizza. Really good pizza, too. Things no other cruiser would notice. Okay, so the soap dispenser here is very weird. Okay, I'm holding my hand by the soap and nothing happens. Hold on, up, 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 up. There, eventually a tiny little dollop. Not very, yeah, expected. Then the sink sensor is, hello? My hand is literally right under the faucet and there's no water, so we have to activate it. Ugh. Activate. Activate. Okay. Activate. All right, I just gotta get all the soap off. Ew, gross. Oh, now it works. One more time. Ay. Come, oh, seriously? Ugh. Okay, that was way harder than it needed to be. Oh, and yeah, never do this because it gets splashed on. That's just gross. It is decided, Indulge Food Hall is the unassailable best dining venue here aboard the beautiful new Norwegian Prima. What sealed the deal? Functional hand wash stations. Not only is hand sand readily available, but they actually have functional soap dispensers. And look at this, water on demand, no waving around. And believe it or not, towels that only appear when requested. Whoop, okay, that, whoa. Oh no, even more than I requested. We're off to play movie Villains and Heroes trivia. Yeah, it's Villains and Heroes in the guide, totally fine with me. I'm gonna stop for another expensive whiskey. Got to enjoy those P+ benefits before I head over there. I am in time. I have plenty of time to stop by the bar, get a drink, and head to trivia, which is an amazing accomplishment, especially for today. another Matsui at $65 a pour. Yes, I will definitely make my package goal. I should have started this yesterday, but definitely a pro tip. Take a picture of all the name badges of the crew that you want to recognize so that you remember them for the survey. They do get credit for that, and it's very important that all of their excellent service is rewarded. And the problem is, I'm going to feel terrible if I forget somebody, because all I'm going to be doing on writing on the survey is, oh, this crew member here on this day and this day who did this, and yeah, so, well, I look at it as another scavenger hunt. Superhero trivia, not so great. We did two versions, the new and the old. Not great on either. I guess it's just not my thing. I need to go to Universal more.
And GoPro strikes again, which is why I'm not using it anymore. I have an alternative. We'll give that a try on our next mission. It was a, well, fantastic last day, day 12, aboard the beautiful new Norwegian Prima. Had some delicious treats, tried the Galaxy Pavilion. Well, I enjoyed trivia, of course, and, well, yes, this beautiful day aboard this beautiful ship. While I don't remember everything I said, I'm just going to leave it at that because, well, you know what? It was great. And you know what that means? Technical problems and all, worse things could happen, and a voiceover at the end? Well, I guess that's just another reason why I am thankful for my problems.